Hello and welcome to the Playcast. Looks like it's the 9th of spring in year 2. As usual, I don't remember what I had going on. Gotta water the cactus. Kind of starting to get ahead on money in the game, at least to where it's not a big issue. I don't have anything I'm desperate to spend anything on right now. I guess I can't buy it today, but I guess I could go get a whatchamacallit, the auto milker thing on Bob. Forget what it's called. But anyway, that's a thing that harvests your barn animals for you. I could go buy that tomorrow when she's open. I wonder if those flowers are close enough for that. I don't know if those tulips right there are close enough for that. For that beehive or not. A little bit under the weather tonight. I think I might have picked something up when I was visiting family this weekend. I heard that some of them had the flu or cold or something going around. I noticed my throat getting scratchy today when I was working on a video. So that's lovely. Just have to try to stay warm, stay ahead of it. I don't generally get seriously sick anymore, it doesn't seem like. I just get, seems like when I pick up, when other people have had the flu or something like that, I'll just kind of be tired and achy for a couple of days. It doesn't seem like I get hit very hard with it. I imagine it mostly comes down to eating pretty well. Truffle. I think I needed a truffle for a bundle. Or did I already take that? Might have already done that. I think that was that one. So I just need an apple and a red cabbage. That's all I got left. I won't be able to have the red cabbage until summertime. Okay, let's see, I gotta plant stuff. Let's water first while it's making seeds. So I started my project, I guess if you can call the planning phase started, I guess you can call it that. I started my project of making a game like this. I say like this very loosely, but for the Commodore. And I don't really know how that's going to go, but I'm going to give it a shot. Although I think I've already almost changed my mind about the 80-column screen part of it. I said I really wanted to do it on the 80-column screen, largely because it doesn't have many games for it, and just because it's something I wanted to demonstrate. But then the more I've thought about it and looked at it, the more I'm like, this isn't really going to work very well. 80 column screen really isn't designed for games. It's just not suited for it, and so I don't know if that's going to work. But that's one of the things to figure out along the way. What else have I got going down here? Truffle to sell. Guess I could check for apples, even though I'm not going to have cherry, no apples. Like I said, I'm not going to have that I'm not going to have the red cabbage for a while anyway, so I'm not going to be able to finish the, unless I just would happen to find a red cabbage at the traveling cart. Got no hay. I guess I did go and buy some grass starters, didn't I? Spread them out, so yeah, now I've got some starting to come up over here. That'll help. Just gotta make sure I don't mow it all off before it spreads. Alright, do I have any tasks to do? Still gotta try to get to there. Can't do that till my beets in the greenhouse finish growing. Have I caught the spring fish yet? No. Let's see. I think I did. I think the spring fish was a legend. Which is that one. I think the only legendary fish I have left to catch is the one that's in the ocean in the summertime. My recycler not. I guess it's just not keeping up with the number of. Maybe it's just, well, I don't know. Either that or I just brought some back from somewhere and threw it in there and I've forgotten about it. I don't think I've ever noticed a recycler having trouble keeping up before, but I don't know if I've ever had 6 crab pots on one before either. We'll see what happens. I can always add another one. Actually, it looks like I need to go to the mines and get some iron. Got, let's see, that was dandelions and leeks. I suppose it's getting to be a little late in the day to go to the mines now, but, well, not necessarily. But I think instead I'll just go visiting around town tomorrow I can always go to the mines. I forget what the weather said. Say hi to Pam. See what's what here. Amethyst for the wizard. Alright. Go get us an amethyst for the wizard. Right after we do a little more visiting. Yeah, see, that I mentioned this the other day, that a couple of her messages seem to be backwards, because when Pam didn't have the bus job back yet, there was something she said about, now that my mom has the bus job back yet, you know, blah, 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 blah. But now I got the bus running again, Pam's got the bus job, but now she says it's hard with my mother out of work. I think the two messages are just backwards. Which I guess I'm not really complaining, because for one thing I didn't like file a bug report or anything, so it's not like I have any reason to expect it to be fixed. It's just kind of a surprise, because generally the dialogue is pretty solid. That one just kind of jumps out since it's off. Visit, what's his name here? Krobus. I don't think he has anything I want. Ooh. Could buy a star drop. I do have the money. I don't think I have any other purpose for it right now. Why not? Bump up my energy here to whatever. Mind is filled with thoughts of bacon. Nobody home. Nobody home. Sheesh. Wasn't a very productive run through town. Didn't find very many people. Nobody home. There's a people. What's she supposed to be doing? I think maybe she's supposed to be painting. Not really sure. Well, I gotta go get an amethyst and get back to the wizards before he closes his door. I don't know what time he closes his doors, but or locks his door. Most people do by about 8 o'clock, I think. he's kind of a hard one to befriend just because you don't go that direct, you know, you don't go out to his place that often. He's off the beaten path. So when you do get a chance to complete one of these fetch quests for him, it's worth doing for the extra friendship points you get out of it. Few trees starting to sprout back up that I could cut down. Mushroom. Horseradish. I think tomorrow is supposed to be our last cold day of the year. Or, well, can't say that yet, but I mean it's the last really cold day in the forecast. The next 10 days is pretty reasonable. All over freezing anyway. Let's see. The weather program is broken at the moment, looks like. They might have finally turned it off. They said that I've been using this weather system, Weather Underground, for ages and ages. And they sent something around towards the end of last year saying they were going to be turning it off for free use. You were going to have to start buying an API key to use it. And then there was kind of a message that said, I got the impression from it that you were going to be able to, there was going to be a free version of it that you were going to be able to get an API for. But I never could figure out how to get that to work, and I just gave up on it. And then it didn't stop working at the end of the year like I expected it to. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll just keep using it. I think it may have stopped now today. So, anyway. At least at the moment it's not working. It's not a great tragedy because there's lots of others out there. It's just that's one that I wrote a little script to do years ago, and I've kind of modified it along the way to keep it working when they made changes on their end. Now it looks like they may have finally broken it for good. Need to feed these beasts here. Sell the lesser ones. Keep the high quality ones and sell the lesser ones. At least as far as the forages go. They take up a lot less space that way, for one thing. Mushrooms, and it's kind of different because I don't get that many of them. Make some seeds out of some things here too. What's happening tomorrow? Clear and sunny. I may go mining anyway, because I kind of need to. Although, let's see here. I don't really need iron bars unless I'm going to make something. Although I do like, let's see what we got for crafting here. I do like these things, these iron lamp posts. And they take an iron bar. Let's see, one iron bar. One battery. You can slap one of these down and then they light up a pretty big area, bigger than the campfire here, I think. Pick that thing up. Let's put it right here. I don't know, maybe they're about the same. Hard to tell. I could give Vincent a birthday gift. What does Vincent like for his birthday? Grape or cranberry candy? Well, grape is a heck of a lot easier. Don't even know if I know how to make. Yeah, I do. I do know how to make cranberry candy, but let's just give him a grape. Blueberry tart. Where's the sheep? Ah, sheep's got to be sheared too. I like the way the sheep kind of just shrinks when you shear them. Because that's actually kind of how they look when you shear them in real life. They do kind of look like they shrink. What's going on in here? Still growing. What's going on in here? Nothing. How about in here? Okay, and I do need to sell a duck feather, I guess, just to finish off the collection, or to add to my collection here. I don't think I've sold a duck feather yet. Nope, there's the duck feather. Still waiting on a rabbit's foot to give to the guy that wants a rabbit's foot. Really sure which flower that is. It's one of the flowers, but and I haven't sold any of the tree fruits yet. They're all right there. I haven't sold let's see, that's juice. That bottle there is juice. Anyway, I don't know what that's, I guess that's just a regular milk. I haven't sold a regular sized milk yet. I have to remember that. That's hardwood. I haven't sold a piece of hardwood yet. That surprised me. I think that's what that is. Haven't sold a cave carrot? Huh. Let's grab some fruits. I don't want to sell an apple yet because I don't know which. Eventually I'm going to get an apple and I don't know which one's going to be. I only have one cherry. I could sell an apricot. I could sell a peach. I could sell an orange. I guess that's it for those. Water the dog. Sell a hardwood. And where's the cave carrots? I guess I'll take them all inside. There. And did I have any milk in there? No. Okay. Alright, nothing to harvest today. Well, I did another programming video today on the other project, the hash calculator. That went pretty well. think I'm kind of getting to a point where the basics of making the videos isn't a big deal. I can just do them without a lot of fuss. I don't know, I guess I'm just getting more the hang of doing the process, because it used to be I'd have to redo things a lot more, spend more time getting ready and all that. Now I can just kind of just do them. And, just make the thing and upload it, and there isn't a whole lot of extra to do that goes into it. Let's go mining. Going to make some more root splatters here. I could go mining on the Skull Cavern, but I do still have a couple of things to accomplish in this one. As far as bounties to get. So I'll just stick to this one for today. I want iron anyway. This is the best place to get iron. Just like I said, I'm not feeling the greatest, so I'm not necessarily looking for the biggest challenge right now. I'm just looking to I've got the reward for killing these dust bunny guys yet. I think I still had a ways to go on that. Trying something a little different with my recording here tonight. I moved my microphone around. I moved my microphone for my other videos where it's now hanging above my desk. Right, just kind of right where it needs to be, so when I'm sitting up straight working on the programming videos, it's right in the right spot. Which means when I'm sitting back and relaxing making these, not so much. So what I'm doing is I'm talking into my phone, and I don't know how that's going to work. I forgot to turn off the mic, which is hanging up there. It's too far away to pick me up well, but it's probably still picking me up a little bit. And so I'm probably going to wish I'd have turned it off, because it's going to be, I don't know. I intended to turn the main mic off and then just record with my phone, and then just mix the two together, the video and the game sound, along with my phone recording of my voice. But well, we'll see. I don't think anybody's actually watching these things anyway, so I think I'm mostly talking to myself and getting some practice at the whole streaming and extemporaneous talking thing. I did notice I've gotten better during the other videos as far as just being able to keep up a stream of talking about what I'm doing without a lot of ums, and there's still some ums, but without as much as there used to be. The practice with that stuff does pay off eventually, just like anything else. So up to 27 videos, and I'd say that I'm sure they average at least an hour. So that's quite a bit of practice time. Well, that's just on the programming videos. That doesn't count these. I don't know how many of these there are. How many hours? About an hour and a half for each one. Hour and a quarter, hour and a half, something like that. Times however many. I guess 28 in a year. I'm getting 4 days per video. Yeah. So that's over 30 hours, probably closer to 40 hours. So you get quite a bit of practice. I came up with a possible new name for my blog. I had just called it Aaron's Stuff because I have no imagination for coming up with names. But I was listening to the 372 Pages podcast on what the heck was the book? Now the name's escaping me. Oh, it's a weird self-published book by a CPA about a CPA who's like a terrorist hunting hero. But anyway, apparently the book is just riddled with typos. They don't talk about the typos much because that's not really funny. It's just what it is. But once in a while there's a typo that makes something funny. And there was one where a sentence just ended with the phrase "a whole new different." Never said what was a whole new different what. It didn't say. It just he like left a word out. So it just said a whole new different. And but that's a decent title for a blog. So I'm gonna try that one out for a while. If you can't come up with your own ideas, just steal good ones. Borrow good ones, whatever you want to call it. Alright, it's gotta be another bat. There we go. those guys don't do too much damage, because every once in a while they'll just, most of the time they're pretty harmless, but every once in a while they'll just kind of run at you and swarm you a bit. Level 50. Where the ghosts start. The ghosts are almost entirely harmless. I mean, they'll hurt you if they run into you, but you got to really screw up to let them run into you. Because they, well, I just did. But, I'm just screwing around there. They come at you so slow, they have no reason to ever let them hit you. They have to just not be paying attention. Running out of time. All the days are too short. I'm being kind of sloppy because I know there's nothing down here that can really, there's really much danger to me at this level. Alright, we need to get on out of here. Time to head home. I do on almost 40 iron. Not bad. Got some geodes to crack. Let's see. Don't think I'll go right back to the mines tomorrow. I'll find some other stuff to do. So, unload this stuff. Unload the mining stuff. And get to bed before it's too late. Fell asleep in my own house. It's alright, it means they don't get to charge me for it. Oh, I forgot to give Vince a new birthday present. Oh well. Another not rainy day. Alright, time to take an intermission. Okay, I'm back. I was gonna get an evening snack, but I'm actually not even feeling that good to eat anything. Excuse me. Still waiting. Speaking of things to buy, I do need to buy a couple of, let's see, these are summer fruit trees, so I need to buy a couple of fall fruit trees so they can be maturing through the spring and summer and be ready to bear in the fall. Try to keep some hay cut without chopping my grass down too far. Yeah, now it's mostly caught up on one piece of trash is all. So it must just been a fluke that it got behind one day. Probably everything that came in that day out of the crab pots just happened to be trash. Took a little while for it to catch up. Coffee beans are done. Oops. The wrong way here. Yeah, I was thinking about, I don't know, wanting to make this game work on the 80 column screen, and then I get to looking at it and You're just really limited on what you can do color-wise on that screen. You have 16 colors, which is just as many as you have on the 40 column screen. But with the 40 column, you can mix as many as 4 different colors in the same 8 pixel by 8 pixel cell. On the 80 column, you don't have any of that. You're really limited to 2 colors within each 8 by 8 cell. The 8 by 8 cells are half the size because of the higher resolution, but still, I don't know, it's pretty limiting. I haven't really decided what to do about it yet, but come to that as we come to it. No, I want to take these in for, well, I probably should leave a few for seeds anyway. Guess I'll make a geode cracking trip. With these geodes here. I think ghost fish are actually pretty cheap. I think they're probably something you can grind up for fertilizer. But, there's some space here. Turn those into coffee. Whatever's first in line gets made next. So the next thing, well, I guess the next thing will be the honey and then the coffee bean. And then on down the line here. My throat's getting really dry. Let's go with the back way. I haven't been that way in a while. Watch for forages along the way like that. Tree to cut down. See how my forest is doing up here. Yeah, we're getting there. It'll be all grown up soon. No, sure don't, buddy. Possible task. Sunfish. Kent wants a sunfish. Alright. Sneak up behind her. I guess the only tool I haven't made gold yet is my hoe, which I don't know. I don't find that it really needs to be much better than it is, but I suppose eventually I will update it just because. Nothing to donate. That's a sad state of affairs. Get on there. Gotta go home and get a sunfish for Kent. I'm sure she does. Sunfish. Oh, I have a sunfish. Probably do. Yeah, there's one. Don't have any gold quality ones, but I do at least have one. Got some honey locust in the furnace tonight. That's good stuff. Doesn't get a whole lot better than dead honey locust. Other than hedge, perhaps, but yeah, this is going to be the last really cold night, it looks like. After this, it's, you know, around 25 or 30 as the coldest night instead of 10 or whatever it is right now. That'll be a nice change. Alright, where's Kent hiding out? Is he behind the house? There he is. Not worth much, I suppose, now. But it is points. It is friendship points. I'm going to need more wood, because I really should build more kegs and fruit jars and things like that. it, so that extends to not being very chatty. My jaw kind of hurts, which is weird. There's a horse down here somewhere, isn't there? There he is. Okay, well, if I was gonna go, maybe I'll go to Skull Cavern tomorrow. Although, well, shoot, I'd still like to find a prismatic stone so that I can get a better sword before I do that. So maybe I'll stick to the regular mine at least one more time. Just more cloudy, not raining. Alright. One more day. Tomorrow's the Egg Festival, so it can't rain. Egg Festival, yay. I don't know if I'm ever going to get a small milk again. Well, I guess I will if once I hatch another, or, once my cow gives birth to another calf, and that one grows up, then it'll give small ones for a bit. Otherwise, I think I'll just keep getting large ones. Alright, I need to get ready to go mining. There's what we need. Oh, let's see. I guess I'll go back for more iron and killing dust bunnies. Yeah, better be careful, I'm going to fall asleep here. A long day. So, not feeling too great. Overrun the monsters again. It's actually not a bad thing since I'm just looking to kill more of these dust bunnies. But yeah, as far as making the game goes, this on the 40 column screen, like the Commodore 64 used for practically everything, you know, all the games. You don't have the same resolution. Your resolution for multicolor is only 160 by 200, but you can do more colors mixed together in the same 8 by 8 square. It's a little bit. I'm not going to go into the details of it because it's a little complicated how it works, but you could definitely mix more colors in the same area on that screen, even though the resolution isn't as good. And you also have sprites that you can lay over top of that. So, I don't know. It's going to be something to figure out that I kind of thought I had figured out, but I don't. I'm going to have to still think about it some more. The 80 column isn't as flexible as I was thinking it was. That's basically what it comes down to. In terms of colors, I thought you could at least put 2 different colors in each 8 by 8 cell, but you can't. You have one, well, you can in bitmap mode, but I don't think I can push bitmap mode around fast enough to make the game work with that. That's something I'll have to experiment with, though. Get out of here in time to go to the Adventurers Guild and just find out how I am doing on killing these things. If I'm close to having a quota filled on something yet. Let's go do that. I can always come back. If we're going to go to the Adventurers Guild, I've got to go and get stuff to sell there. Which means these lead rods and this sword. And let's take a dwarf scroll to give to the dwarf. Don't have my axe with me. Alright. Dust sprites. Oh crap, I still got half of them to go. Dust sprites and slimes, that's all I got left. Alright. Well, I did get something. A savage ring, which I think is pretty useless. Anyway. Sell these extra weapons. I guess I could sell him the savage ring because I'm not going to use the thing. Sell these, why not? Alright, back down into the bind. go on down to level 80 this time. Look for some bigger treasure, perhaps. And some gold. That's a lot of crap crowded together. Let's just bomb that. Got nothing but rocks out of that, I think. Doing on. Okay, yeah, mining and combat I both still need to advance in, so I guess it's a good thing I'm doing that. Yeah, come on. Not bad. You get on out of here and head home. Sometimes I put a chest in here and put the things like the stuff I need to sell at the Adventurers Guild and the gifts for the dwarf. I'll just put them in there so that they're handy when I happen to be there. I suppose that's not a bad idea. I should just do that again. Well, time's up for the day, for this session. Alright, tomorrow's going to be the Egg Festival. I gotta try to win the Egg Festival, because that's the hat that I prefer. It's the one you get for that. You can't buy it otherwise, so that'll be it for tonight. Hopefully I'll be back and feeling better by the next time I play. Thank you for watching.